Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to be doing some pier fishing. Got a few strategies I'm going to try. I won't be targeting any specific species today. Going to go after whatever bites. Should be interesting. I think I'm going to start off with some topwater. I'm seeing some bass and I think maybe some carp surfacing. They're not going to eat the topwater, but those bass might. Let's get into it. Got 3 different poles with me. My homemade pier net. Just a gorgeous sunrise today. Gonna try this plopper. Sometimes you can work it slow. I like to work it with a fast jerking motion. Doing that, it'll act as if it's a spook. It'll bounce in the water back and forth, just getting them fish going. First cast. I saw something blow up back there earlier. It has little beads in the bait. Every time I do a little twitch, those beads are rattling underwater. I don't think top water's the move today. Got kind of cold last night. I might have turned them down a little bit. I'm gonna throw something else. If there's any big pike or bass, you're gonna love this. Mama duck with her little ones. Nothing hungry for anything aggressive. Not right here anyways. Different spot at the end of the pier on the lake side. You can see boats are going out getting ready to troll for salmon. There's a drop off here right next to me. I'm gonna be planning on fishing at most of the time. There's a fish. Yep, that's a fish. Fish on. Like a little bass. Right off that drop off. And he's gone. I don't think that was big enough to keep anyways. I'm gonna throw some worms out there. See what wants to eat a worm. You're new to fishing a spot, throw out some worms. If there's a hungry fish in the area, it'll take the worm. Break out the bobber fishing pole. I want half that worm. I'm just gonna pinch it and it'll come in half. So I'm putting it on a small steelhead jig. Yeah, bless me. Thank you. I'm just threading it up on the steelhead jig. Just gonna leave it just like that. I think the bobber pole, I'm just gonna let sit out here. And I'm going to start bottom bouncing with my other fishing rod, keeping an eye on that bobber. Same thing like I'm brown trout fishing. Through the tip, slide it up, bury the hook, let that worm dangle. The sun is now up above the tree line. All I'm doing with this worm on bottom, just casting it out, letting it sink all the way down, and then I can see my line. There's a loop in my line, it's slack. I lift up the tip of my pole, and I can feel it come up off bottom. Bounce it a little bit, then let it sink back down. Lift it up, let it sink back down. Repeat that process until it gets back to you and cast out. Cast and repeat. Let that sit on bottom. Thrown these around in the past. Really good for sheephead. This pole's getting bit. Small fish. It's looking like another bluegill bite. That is a white perch. Missed it. Sailboat coming through. Little sunfish. Power down. There's a sunfish. That pole's getting tugged on. That's bigger. Whatever that is, that's bigger. It's not pulling a whole lot, it's just heavy weight. It's a turtle. Thankfully that came off. A turtle on. Oh boy. That is a mess. As soon as I turn the camera off, fish about takes the pole into the water. There's a big old sheephead. Nice size sheephead. I was not expecting it on the worm.
Hey, morning.
What's that?
Morning.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm seeing them splashing. I need my little pliers. Yeah, I am gonna put that on a spinner, on a stringer, see how it tastes.
Nice. Good catch, man.
Thank you. Have them on the stringer. And tie them off to the corner so you don't get in the way of more fishing. He's gonna hang out down there till I'm done. Hopefully you don't break this off. Nah, he's good. Started off as a good morning. It's raining pretty good now. I made it back to the car. Got the sheephead in the bucket with me. It is just downpouring right now. There's a guy just kayaking all the way back through the channel in this rain. That guy going out fishing. He don't care. He gonna catch him some fish. I'm gonna head back to the kitchen, clean up this sheephead, and cook it up. Back at the house, I'm gonna show you how to clean this sheephead. Get yourself a sharp blade knife, a nice cutting board set up. My brother got me this cutting board. There it is. To clean them, I'm gonna start just like any other fish, underneath the fin. They seem to have fairly big scales, so I'm gonna stick my knife into it like that, just to avoid cutting and making it dull on all them scales. Stick it under the scale, cut down below the bottom fins, and I'm gonna spin the fish right where you started the cut. Follow it all the way up to the top of its head. I'm going to follow its backbone right along that line there. Follow that all the way down. Once you've cut down pretty far towards the tail piece, towards this bottom fin here, you can poke it all the way through, right at the bottom fin. And follow that down to the end of the tail. Slowly carve it away while lifting up the skin and the meat. After I get done cutting and I hit the rib cage, I'll flip it over. Do the same thing on this side. Once that's done on both sides, you can slowly cut up and over the ribs. Angle the knife upward. These fish have really big ribs, so I don't know how much belly meat I'll be able to get off of them, if any. Okay, there's one chunk of meat. Same thing on this other side. Got both pieces of meat off the fish. I'm going to take the head off and show you something cool to do with the head. Take the guts into the bucket. To take the meat off, start at the tail, angle my knife down while pushing it to get a bend in the knife. Cutting back and forth while pulling the skin towards me. And there's your fillet of meat. This bit of red will give you fishy flavor. Do very shallow cuts into the meat with your knife, and you can slowly work them off. Give them a good rinse. Take the fish. I'm going to rip them in half right there just to have decent sized pieces. Take that, twist it, rip it in half, in halves. So now we have 6 steak sized chunks of meat. Got some very, very teriyaki. Got some Kinder's Japanese barbecue. Put some of that in there. Got some Kinder's sticky honey BBQ. Some of that in there. Some jalapeno mustard. Grab your hand, stick it in there and mix it up. I'm going to let it soak in the brine for about 6 hours. If you brine something by yourself, just put it straight in the bag. It'll skip the whole hand mixing step. And you can make it just about airtight. So then all that fish ends up being covered in that brine. Into the fridge. I am going to clean up the kitchen, and I'll see you when it's time to get cooking. As you can see, quite a bit of time has went by. Got the fish out, and it's looked like it's soaked in there pretty good. About 2 tablespoons of butter. Gonna do a little drop of oil. Keeps the butter from burning. Now that the butter is melted and the pan is nice and hot, I'm gonna go ahead and add the fish. And that is a perfect fit for all the fish. They have the brine, but garlic and steak seasoning is always something good to add. Once those are all seasoned up and in the pan, I'm going to take the lid, cover it up, by putting the lid on it, I want to trap the heat so it cooks the top of the fish without me having to flip it over. I want the bottom of the fish to be crispy, the top to be perfectly coated with seasoning without flipping it and making it fall off. In 10 minutes, gonna check the fish. That actually looks pretty good. I think that's done. Didn't get the crisp on the bottom like I wanted. There's a lot of juices in there. I haven't tried it yet. Mom's gonna do a taste test.
That's good stuff.
You can't fake it.
I'm not faking it. It's good.
Because people don't believe that's good fish.
That is.
Standing in the
And
light.
that sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. My taste test. Sauce is good. The fish isn't the best. A little fishy flavor.
That sauce is amazing. And that fish right there, I was eating off that one, and that's not.
The flavor of the sauce is good. It's edible. If you can't catch anything else. Yeah, that little one was better. Some pieces better than others. Try it for yourself. Here are the leftover scraps. Not very good, being that it was a big fish. There's more fat, like mixed in with the fish, that turns into this like a gelatin, fishy flavor. Not the greatest taste in the world. The taste of the fish was good. Like the flavor from the brine and the sauces. Fish itself was not the best. What would change it would be putting it on the grill. I think if I keep one of those again, I'm going to be putting it on the grill because the flames from the grill will melt away all that fat on the fish and give it that smoky flavor and a charcoal coating to it. Overall, I would try it again. I'd recommend trying it for yourself. Get out there, get fishing, enjoy the outdoors. Catch you later.